Welcome to the final video in the Past Paper Practice series. For this, we're going to be going through a revision template that you can use to build in Past Paper Practice in your weekly revision schedule. Give this template a go for a week or two. If there's anything that you want to shuffle around or add in, take out, that's absolutely fine. What we want to do is work in a practice that's going to work for you and the way that you live and the way that you like to study. So to start off the schedule then, unless you're super motivated to get in work at every opportunity you possibly can, I've left the mornings before you start school absolutely free. If you feel like you want to do some revision, or if there's some reading that you might do on the bus into school or in a free session just before lessons start, then do that. But don't put too much pressure on yourself to fill every available gap in your day with revision. That's not healthy. So at the end of your school day, you probably don't feel so jazzed about doing revision as soon as you get home, and this is completely fair enough. I don't think that you should be coming home from school and getting straight into a hardcore revision session. Instead, for the first hour after you get back, take time just to chill out, grab some food, have a lay down for a while, whatever you need to kind of recuperate yourself again before getting back into some work. A study published 7 years ago actually showed that watching funny videos can enhance your ability to focus on tasks for longer. The science behind it is that this kind of refreshes your frontal cortex, which is used for more focused activities. So spend an hour on TikTok or spend an hour on YouTube, wherever you like to find your entertainment. So I feel very passionate about a sustainable approach to your revision. We don't want to be burning out and slogging our way through to the summer exams. Instead, it's much better to chip away at your revision bit by bit, but consistently, so that over time you are really building up a good practice. So after you have had your relax for an hour, start doing a revision session and spend an hour on this session, but make sure that you stick to one subject. Be dynamic in how you approach this. Passively reading your notes isn't the most effective way to revise. Use flashcards, videos, the Feynman technique, anything that will really captivate you for that hour. You can check out our video about effective revision techniques up here for some inspiration. So in this revision session, pay particular attention to things that you typically find difficult within your subject, or things that you tend to forget easily. After you spent an hour going over these parts of the subject, then do a timed past paper. And remember to use all of the tips in this series so far. Go and find some quiet, set your timer, and work through all of the questions. At the end, get your mark scheme and examiner's report and go through the paper, mark yourself and record your result. Again, check out this video for a sample table that you can use to record the result of all of your past papers. Noting down the things that you got wrong is a really important part of your past paper practice. It helps us to collate a list of ideas to go over in your revision sessions so that you can tackle the topics that you really don't have a good grip on yet. So once we're all marked up with problems recorded, that is the end of your workday. Again, like I say, this might seem a bit light on the revision, but as long as you do this consistently, it will be enough. You don't want to be working late into the night. That's just terrible for your sleep routine. And you also don't want to miss out on doing things that you like doing or things that you want to do. If you finish after marking your past paper, then you still have a good chunk of evening to just relax and get ready for the next day. So by Wednesday, you will have done one past paper for each subject. If you do 4 subjects, then just use Thursday the same that you do Monday through Wednesday. So do an hour of revision and then a timed past paper. And then use the remainder of the evenings you have in your school week. So if you only have 3 subjects, that's Thursday and Friday. And if you have 4, then it's Friday evening to go over the things that you got wrong in the past papers that you did that week. It's important that you try to test yourself on these topics as soon after making these mistakes as you can, to kind of rectify those errors and get the right answers really sort of nailed into your brain. So for the weekend then, I've created a pick and mix list of tasks that you can go through, and you can change these from one weekend to the next or stick with whatever you like to do. It's up to you. It could work better for you to keep your weekend completely free. If you feel like the revision that you do during the week is a bit light and it's not enough, then spend as much time as you want at the weekends going over work. Any session that you do choose to do, make sure you stick to 1 hour per subject. This is how you're going to keep it as focused as possible, and then also maximize the time that you have free during your weekends. The amount of time that you spend not working is just as important as the amount of time that you spend working. Your weekend is there to benefit your mental and your physical health, so just make sure that you're taking care of both of those things as well as your revision progress. Consistency is key, and make sure that you don't settle into a routine that isn't serving you. You know when you're being challenged enough to push your grades further if that's what you want to do. This schedule is just a guideline. Please do take it, use it as you would like to. It could be helpful to refresh your revision routine if you haven't had a change for a while, or could be be useful if you're not sure how to structure your time. Let us know how revision's going down in the comments, and if you have any other ideas for videos, please do let us know. If you haven't subscribed to Snap Revise yet, you can do that just here to keep up to date with all of our videos and to learn even more about getting the best grade you possibly can in your A-level science subject. Check out this playlist here.